Welcome back. Before we get to our next segment, we want to announce our latest contest on Hey Kentucky. Zucker is offering a trip to the semis and the championship game in Phoenix. XOOKER. It includes hotel, airfare, transportation, tickets, and VIP passes to the games. If you want to enter, go download the Zucker app. Play the Basketball Madness game. It's a lot of fun, and every time you play, you get another entry to win. So go do Zucker. Now, let's get ready for the game of Cringe Factor. Our Inquisitor of the day is actually with Zucker. His name is Conrad Carney. It's good to see you, Conrad.
Nice to be here.
We're ready to get started. What's up first?
Georgia candidate for Congress is offering supporters a chance to win an AR-15 assault rifle if they donate to her campaign. Matt and Chris, what's the cringe factor on this one?
Well, it's pretty high for me. I mean, I don't need an AR-15 assault rifle. I mean, I've already got like 10. But I would say it is odd. But you know what? It's Georgia. My guess is this candidate knows the audience that they have. So my guess is it will probably work. It's weird, but I think you have to do it on the scale of Georgia.
Well, you know, last time I won a raffle, it was for a $15 Skyline gift card, and I couldn't even murder anybody with that. So I guess this is a pretty high-ticket item for somebody, you know.
You know, some people don't like Skyline. They would argue it would be committing suicide. I enjoy Skyline. As a matter of fact, if they want to be part of this show, I would be for it. So I would say a little weird, but you know what? Hey, it's Georgia. What's next?
Well, saying he doesn't know how much more people can take, Alec Baldwin says his days as Donald Trump on Saturday Night Live are numbered. What's the cringe factor, guys?
Listen, I think he's good. So I wouldn't say it's very high. I don't know why he's quitting. Like Alec Baldwin, I like Alec Baldwin. I think he's funny. But isn't this like his life's work? I mean, people, just like Tina Fey will always be remembered for being Sarah Palin, he has sort of encompassed Donald Trump, says he doesn't want to do it anymore. I think he owes it to people to do it, right?
I get why he's nervous to keep doing it, because at some point it becomes all he does.
Yes.
And so, but the problem is that if now he quits, then you got somebody else who steps in that's not going to be as good.
It's not as good. And here's the other thing. When you say it's all he does, what's the other thing he does? He hosts Match Game. Now, look, I like Match Game. I actually think it's fun. I like to match the stars. It doesn't have Gene Rayburn, but it's still a good version. But you know what? Stick with Trump. Stick with what you're good at. You're good at it. What's next?
Fans of Indiana basketball are praying Brad Stevens returns to the Hoosier State to take Tom Crean's job, even making a recruiting video using Adele's Hello. What's the cringe factor?
Off the charts. All right, this video, as you see right here, is basically their hope that Brad Stevens will come and leave the Celtics and coach Indiana. It's not even a well-done Photoshop. In fact, it's really creepy. And the thing it says to you is that since Indiana basketball has not been popular or really not been relevant in 30 years, they are left with begging coaches in other places to come and save them. This cringe factor is literally off the charts.
Yeah, first of all, this is going to haunt my dreams. Second of all,
Brad Stevens is always in your dreams.
Second of all, Brad Stevens is not walking through that door. So, I mean, just let it go. He's not coming. He's doing fine. You know, move on.
Listen, Indiana, just be happy. You have something that you wouldn't have otherwise. You have the dorkiest coach in America. You have a coach that even Dwight Schrute is like, dude, can you just be a little bit cooler? Embrace it. You're the dorky program with the dorky coach. What's next?
After 58 years in business, Lexington's Eastland Lanes Bowling Alley will be closing this summer. Matt and Chris, what's the cringe factor?
This makes me really sad. Okay, so people may not know, Chris and I went to Transylvania, and you could just go down New Circle Road, jump on New Circle, go to Eastland Bowling Lanes, and you could enjoy yourself. You rent some shoes. There's nothing like wearing other people's clothes. You can bowl, and now we're down to one bowling lane in Lexington, and the sport of bowling is collapsing. 9,000 lanes have closed in the last decade. Makes me a little sad.
I know. What's the deal? Why do people hate bowling so much all of a sudden? I don't get it.
Because it's boring.
Well, no, it's exciting. I mean,
Is it?
people love it. There were tons and tons of
clearly
those.
they don't love it, or else these bowling lanes would not be
What's
closing
taking
down.
its place?
I don't know. I will tell you one story. One time I saw Jamal McGlure bowl at the Eastland Bowling Lanes, and as he went to bowl, he tripped over his own feet, fell, hit face first on the lanes, and I thought Kentucky's national championship was going to go up in smoke. So Eastland Bowling Lanes, at least we survived that. I'm sorry to see it go, though. It's been there almost 50 years. Thank you very much, Conrad, for joining us. Zucker. Make sure to check it out. Today's wrap-up is next. Chris Tomlin and I will return here in just a minute. I'm going to